What if you could make every client beg to buy? Imagine walking into any sales pitch and walking out with a signed deal every time. That's the power of psychological triggers, the dark art of sales domination. At Darkmind Mastery, we're unveiling 4 cunning strategies to close any sale instantly, rooted in the psychology of desire and decision-making. What sale are you struggling with right now? By the end of this video, you'll have the tools to make clients say yes before they even realize it. Let's dive in, because the first step will unlock their deepest wants. Step 1. Read their hidden desires to close a sale. You must first know what drives your client. Robert Greene's The Art of Seduction teaches that people's desires, status, security, or adventure shape their choices. This aligns with Freud's theory of unconscious motivations, where hidden needs leak through words and behavior. Watch their tone, their hesitations, their eyes. These cues reveal what they crave most. Take Javier, a car salesman facing a tough client. Lisa, who seemed uninterested in every model he showed. Instead of pushing features, Javier observed. Lisa's questions focused on safety ratings and family-friendly designs, and her eyes lit up when he mentioned reliability. She wasn't just buying a car, she wanted peace of mind for her kids. Javier noted this desire, ready to use it. Step 2. Use persuasive framing once you know their desires. Frame your pitch to make your product the answer. This draws on Daniel Kahneman's prospect theory, which shows people respond more to how choices are presented than to raw facts. Use words and stories that align your offer with their deepest needs, making it feel irresistible. Javier didn't bore Lisa with specs. He framed his pitch around her desire for safety, saying, "This Model S top-rated safety features mean you'll never worry about your family's protection." He shared a quick story about a customer who felt total confidence after choosing the same car. Lisa leaned in, her skepticism fading. By framing the car as her family's shield, Javier made it the only logical choice. Think about your next sale. How can you frame your product to match your client's core desire? Use words like security for the cautious or status for the ambitious. Persuasive framing is your secret weapon, but there's another tactic that pushes them to act fast. Stay with me, because this one's cunning. Ask yourself, what does your client really want? Is it prestige, savings, or confidence? What's the one clue they're giving away in their words or actions? Reading hidden desires is your roadmap to their wallet, but the next step turns that map into a trap. Step 3. Seal with emotional urgency. Machiavelli taught that timing is power, and in sales, urgency is king. Cialdini's scarcity principle shows that people act when they fear missing out. Create emotional urgency by highlighting limited availability or time-sensitive benefits, tapping into their fear of loss to drive a quick yes. Javier sensed Lisa was close but hesitating. He leaned in and said, "This model's in high demand, and we only have 2 left at this price. I'd hate for you to miss out on the peace of mind you deserve." His tone was warm but firm, his words sparking urgency. Lisa's eyes widened. She didn't want to lose her chance. Within minutes, she signed the deal, thrilled with her choice. What's one way you can create urgency in your pitch? Maybe it's a limited offer or a deadline. Ask yourself, how can you make your client feel they need to act now? Urgency turns interest into action, but there's one final trick that clinches the sale, and it's pure genius. Let's unlock it. Step 4. Anchor their commitment. To lock in the sale, anchor their decision with a small commitment that seals their buy-in. This leverages the psychological principle of commitment and consistency, where people stick to choices they've already made, even small ones. Ask for a minor action, a handshake, a verbal agreement, or a small deposit to make their yes feel final. Javier didn't stop at Lisa's interest. After she agreed, he said, "Let's lock in your choice with a quick deposit to reserve this car for your family." He handed her a pen, smiling confidently. Lisa signed without hesitation, her commitment anchored by that small step. Months later, she referred friends, praising Javier's trustworthy process. That anchor turned a sale into loyalty. How can you anchor your client's commitment? Maybe it's a simple let's shake on it or a small initial payment. Try this in your next pitch. Ask for one tiny action to seal the deal. It's the final nail in the coffin of doubt. These psychological triggers, read hidden desires, use persuasive framing, seal with emotional urgency, and anchor their commitment, are your dark art to closing any sale instantly. These tactics, rooted in the cunning strategies of Greene, Machiavelli, and psychology, make clients beg to buy. So, here's your mission. Pick one sale you're struggling with. Maybe it's a tough client, a stalled deal, or a new pitch. Try one tactic today. Spot their deepest desire. Frame your offer to match it. Create urgency with a time-sensitive hook, or lock it in with a small commitment. What sale are you struggling with? With these tricks, they'll be begging to sign. Act today and see your revenue skyrocket. Then come back and tell us in the comments, which tactic did you use, and how did it work? Subscribe to Darkmind Mastery for more mind hacks to dominate any deal. Let's make you unstoppable.